Hi everyone, this is Nick from the All New Culture Cast. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to make a short video here to talk a little about the All New Culture Cast. Earlier this month, in October 2025, we celebrated our 10th anniversary. Back in October 2015, the Gorehound and I released our very first episode where we talked about Jurassic World. Earlier this month, we released our 10th anniversary episode where we talked about Jurassic World Rebirth. That wasn't by coincidence. It was designed that way as to acknowledge where we started. And I can't believe it's been 10 years since we've been doing this. We are not a very big podcast. We don't get tons of subscribers, and that's okay. We're about a bunch of friends getting together, talking about movies or other pop culture things, just kind of goofing around. And a lot of other podcasts do that, but they tend to fold pretty quickly. And we've been at it for 10 years. There have been breaks, of course, but still, that's a big chunk of change that we've been doing this on a fairly regular basis. And I think that needs to be acknowledged. Now, you might be saying, Nick, this YouTube channel is only like a year old. How can you have been doing this podcast for 10 years? That doesn't make any sense. And that's true. I started this particular channel about a year ago with the intention of doing something else with it that didn't quite work out the way I was intending. And that is completely okay. I don't know how YouTubers do it, releasing new and fresh content every single day. I simply just don't have the time to do it. So good on them. But it allowed me to pivot what this channel is about and make it fully the home of the All New Culture Cast. We have episodes going back 10 years, which you can check out on your podcast app of choice, Spotify, Apple, any of those. And I have been uploading our backlog to the channel and I should be finishing that up by the end of this year. So all of our old content will be up there. For those of you who like those older videos that I had done, I'm going to do them every now and again under a All New Culture Cast Presents sort of label. But this channel now is primarily the home for the All New Culture Cast, where you can check out new episodes as we get them up there. Now you might be wondering, Nick, what's next for the All New Culture Cast after 10 years? And truthfully, I'm not sure at the moment. We have been doing our podcasts like this for quite a while. Probably continue, of course, doing that. But we're always looking to do new things and bring in new ideas and elements to the show. When we started the video podcast, when we started to do stuff on YouTube, that allowed us for some new creativity to be brought in with doing video editing and that sort of fun stuff there. So we're probably going to continue doing with that, releasing more YouTube shorts of our episodes and things along those lines. So that's what we're doing right now. If anyone has any suggestions or ideas, feel free, show them my way. You can email us at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. Love to hear your comments, thoughts, and requests. So with the show being 10 years in now, there are a number of people who've been involved with it over the years that I need to acknowledge. Because if it wasn't for them, we probably wouldn't be where we're at right now. So we've had a number of co-hosts. We've had the Gorehound, who's been here since episode 1. We started this together, and we're still going on, continuing right now. But there's also been Jen, Cousin Charles, Thor, who check out his podcast at Thor's Hour of Thunder, Megan, the Graveyard Queen, Kiwi, Stacy, Mike, Corinne, Rick, and Brian. They've all been on their show at various points, and again, I have to thank them so much for being a part of it. Also, a shout out to the various pets that have popped up in our show, either popping in camera or having their presence felt by barking. In fact, in many of our earlier episodes, it wouldn't be a proper episode without the dog barking at some point during it. And finally, I want to acknowledge my friend Zach, who has never been on the All New Culture Cast. He's left the podcasting world several years back, but in 2009, I started podcasting with him for a number of years. And if it wasn't for him, ultimately the All New Culture Cast probably would not exist. So I wanted to acknowledge him as well. So it's been 10 years. Here's to another 10 years. I'm excited to what the future may hold for the show. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all those things you got to say nowadays. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.